at how embarrassing he is. Like, and he's got such a hard neck, but he's got such lovable qualities that he can, you know, the way some people can be cheeky chappy and they pull it off, and you know what I mean. So, and he completely gets away with it. But I can't top Jim Broadbent's character.
Really, could you?
No.
Now, originally from Raheny, is that right?
Well, until the age of 3.5, and then we moved out to Kilcool, where Glenroe.
Your character Sandra is actually Scottish. How did you manage to pull off that accent? Because you did an incredible job. I couldn't do that in a million years.
Well, thank you first. Well, I mean, you know, because it was written that she was from Scotland, and when I got the part, they just automatically changed it to her being from Ireland and Dublin, and I was quite upset about that. I was like, no, this is integral to who she is. She's from Scotland. Why have you changed it? I'm an actress. I can do that. It's kind of part of my job, really. So they reverted it back to being from Glasgow, and I just worked with Joan Washington, who's just a genius dialogue coach, and so I had an hour session with her, and she just makes you feel so great. And then, you know, you just have to put the work in. You just have to do like kind of mouth exercises and sound like a freak, and do tongue twisters. And you just basically have to do your homework, and then you're prepared for it. But you know, it's such a gorgeous accent to work in, because it's so expressive, and like I just love the sound of the Glaswegian accent. So it was so much fun to work in it.
I was really mean, because I was watching the movie and I was like, I'm going to catch her out. I'm going to hear a Dublin accent in there somewhere, and I couldn't get it at all. I was really disappointed.
Brilliant, job done.
It's very obvious from the beginning, you know, when you go to live with the family and work as a maid or as a scrubber, as Arthur put it. Blake takes a shine to you from the very beginning, and it didn't really seem to take long before they got together. And I love the part in the movie where they describe the parents as the sex police.
Arthur more so, because I think Juliet's character was a bit more, she kind of respected privacy, but Arthur would definitely be there. You could hear the grass grow, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Was it embarrassing doing the scenes where you might have the clothes off, and next minute the dad would barge into the bedroom?
Well, the thing is, that was my first day on set.
No.
That scene.
Oh, God.
With a 17-year-old boy who hadn't even kissed on screen before. And I mean, those scenes are always, to be honest, they're not the scenes you always look forward to. You just go, oh God, okay. This is going to be a tricky day at the office, you know. So you're sat there and you've got like plasters, you know, modesty plasters, and, you know, flesh-coloured pants and stuff. But it's a great way to get to know someone. It's kind of like, hi, I'm Elaine, nice to meet you. The thing that makes those scenes that you can get through them is, you know, all you ever ask for is that the actor that you're working with is nice. And Matthew's lovely, and I thought for 17 he handled it so well, and we were just chatting away, because, you know, it's part of the job. It's the funny, and it was very mild, do you know what I mean? There wasn't too much to be done.
Another part of the movie that I think really moved me was when Blake realised at quite a young age that there was something not quite right with his parents' marriage, and he realised something wasn't quite right with Auntie Beattie. Was that tough?
I thought it was handled beautifully. I thought Matthew's performance was it was so gorgeous. I mean, he did such a brilliant job, and it's pretty much his kind of first gig. Do you know what I mean? I think he's done one other job before, but obviously not to the scale of this, because he was, you know, a major part in it. And I just thought he captured, you know, I don't know how the real Blake Morrison felt, but I just thought he captured his emotions just perfectly, you know. And he's a lovely actor, and I thought he did great, you know, because he had some challenging things to do, and he just seemed to do it with ease. But, you know, that's the thing. I think you either have it or you don't, and I think it's very clear that he's got the gift.
Did you realise you wanted to be an actress at a very early age, or?
Yes. As soon as I knew what the word meant, that's what I wanted to do. Along with singing, dancing, being a lawyer, being about 20 other jobs, which I thought if you put your mind to it, you could do anything. But it was always acting. I realised I couldn't sing. I was crap at singing, and then Irish dancing wasn't well. I could have done like Lord of the Dance or something, but there wasn't huge career prospects for Irish dancing, and not really acting either. But it was the one thing that I always had a love for, and always said, if I could make my hobby my job, what more would you want? And thankfully, so far, I've been able to do that.
And you've got to work on lots of great projects. You've worked with Cillian Murphy, you've worked with Nicole Kidman, you've done everything. You know, is it something that you're going to definitely do forever and ever and ever? This is it.
I don't think you can. Well, I mean, forever is a long time. I mean, I pretty much think that it's something I'll always want to do. I mean, very much so now. But I don't have a crystal ball. I mean, I suppose things always come to an end, and I don't see acting coming to an end from it being my choice. You know, I think I wonder what it might evolve into, if there's other areas in the film industry that I might want to explore down the road.
You've done a music video as well, haven't you?
Yeah, with Coldplay music video. That was cool. I enjoyed that.
Scientist.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but notice a nice sparkler on the hand there. Tell us all about this.
Well, yeah, I'm engaged. And
isn't that obvious?
It is. Well, yeah, he's an actor, director, producer, writer, and creator.
So it's going to be a creative household.
I kind of reckon it will be. You know what I mean? That's inevitable. Yeah.